Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here at Signature Esports, and a pleasure it is to have you here live and in charge for a little 802 Cup Series action here live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. Much love to everybody. It is the Riptide Radio Cup Series. It's going to be a blast. I love being able to get out here and chill and relax and look at what we've got going on. Riptide Radio, bringing all the sound, salt, and sea on the West Coast. Free download. Go check them out on your Google browser or your app store. You can find them out there by taking that free download. It is Autoclub. We're going to run good old Autoclub Speedway. Love it. Johnny Barker's going to be your pole sitter. John Ross, Kitty Reel, Nick Larson, your front two rows. Steve Ritter's going to have Rob Lowe to his outside. Gene Cato is going to have Eli Raposa out there as well. AJ Cawthon back into the mix with Nate Cotila. You're going to love Nate. We've got him on driver cams today. You're going to love his setup. It is an absolute awesome thing to be able to see how he drives. It's really cool. David Lamaga is going to have Christopher Pendel in row number 6. Row 7, Chris Campbell and Brandon Garand is going to be they're going to be locking up that number 4, looking to have a good day as well. Jason Wiley, Jeff Barefoot's going to make up row number 8. Frank Zingen and Dalton Powell are going to make up row 9. Josh Small, Brian Huntley Jr., row 10. Aaron Bradford's going to have Chad McNeil in row 11. Christian Delgado going to have Logan McNeil to his outside in row 12. Row 13 will be Leroy Koblenz and Arabia Caton. Row 14 will be Connor Barker and Joseph Reardon. And you see Doug Shaver right there with David Pugh in that number 32. Going to make it row 15. Dwayne McMahon's going to have Michael Caffrey and David Farella going to be out there as well. Drivers ready to go. Your race information for today: 120 laps, 70% fuel, 4 sets of tires, Detail Customs, BG Graphics, and Leaf Guard out there, of course, giving you all the love for the Riptide Radio Cup Series. 2-mile length track. They're going to run 240 miles. They're going to be fast laps, and the speeds are going to be insane. But the track temperature is the big concern here. 108 degrees. It's going to make those things slippery early on as the drivers get off of pit road and get themselves kind of ready to go here. Angled back straightaway, and the banking here tends to lead to running that middle to high lane. But we'll see what drivers going to do here, because there's quite a bit when it comes to how these drivers are going to get the feel of their cars and get the feel of where the racetrack's going to progress. Clean air is going to be important, but the draft is going to be huge as well. 4 sets of tires, again, 70% fuel. Going to find pit stops roughly in that 30 to 35 mark. I do believe that's kind of where we're going to see things, but it maybe stretch it as far as that to 40 to 45, depending on how the drivers are going to be able to progress the corners. 80 degrees on the air temperature. The humidity is huge. You can see the kind of fogginess there on your screen, folks. That means that there's quite a bit of humidity in the air. It's going to be very sticky when it comes to track temperature and track surface. It's going to be able to maintain that temperature for a little while. And partly cloudy skies, 2 mile away. We're not going to be that big of a deal when it comes to what we're doing here. It is huge. It's going to be monstrous. Thank you to everybody for being out there. If you haven't done so, reach up, hit that like button for me. It goes for a long way. Thank you, Alex, for the like and the share. We're ready to go. We got our drivers ready to go. Amar, thank you for the like. Appreciate you, sir. There's Nate ready to go. Some fantastic drivers out there ready to knock it out of the park. 3 driver camps today, and we're green for 120 laps here at Autoclub. Dix in the 44 side by side. John Ross. Good push going on. David Lamaga back here trying to hold on to his spot. Nate Cotila there to the outside. 4 wide now, 3 wide down the back straightaway. Trying to cycle here. That's a big look. Kenny Reel out front now. He takes the bottom side. There comes Johnny Barker back to the inside. Kenny Reel leads the front as they get onto the front straightaway. A lot of cars, and I'm pushing things. Didn't even restart the computer today. That's insane. Probably should have. Dynamic cams for you here as they come around turn 2. 24 and the 6 and the 44. Probably should have. You see that draft working there. Oh, man. Car's wrecking to the back. That's the 27 of Connor Barker. No caution as they continue to work. 27. Oh, up into Michael Caffrey. That should have been a caution right there. We see all these drivers. There's the 4. All these drivers wrecking on the back straightaway. No caution. And, wow. Brian Huntley Jr. there as well. Gene Cato, Brandon Guerin. Caution comes out. Connor Barker. Now the caution gets thrown. It was on lap 2. We'll take a look here. Brian Huntley Jr. here. Oh, that was the 4 of Brandon Guerin here. We'll take a look. 4, I don't know if he was loose on the bottom side here. Here's the 4 right here. Maybe far and chase this one so that way we can take a better look at this one. This was insane. Here's a look. Back into the throttle, just gets loose. Naps in front of the 19, gets the 19, the 3. And then chaos ensues, the 19 there. There's so many drivers now. They wreck on the bottom here, but right here, when the 27 rolls up, that's Connor Barker there. When the 27 rolls up on the field, he was still straight enough. Oh yeah, he gets into 3, gets hooked a little bit. Then nowhere for Michael Caffrey to go to. That's unfortunate. And then drivers backwards on the racetrack here. They'll be under caution here for the Paradise 120. It was big. Never held the brakes, says Mike. I know. Look at that. What's up, Mike? Good to see you out there, man. The old DBR fan. Rickett Brothers Racing. If you haven't followed Mike, he's got himself a TikTok. He's got himself a Twitch channel. They got a great racing team from back when, way back when. Man. Got 4 drivers off right now. Insanity. How about, I said I was going to talk about him. How about this driver, Nico Tila, who is right here at number 5. He's right where he started at number 5. Look at his setup. Look at his setup. Massive undertaking of what he's able to do. Those who don't know, Nate has cerebral palsy, and he's proud of it. He runs a race car, and he's very fast. He's really entertaining and enjoys what he does. Much love to Nate, knocking it out of that park. Got more talent going in that in his hand right there than I do with 2 hands on the steering wheel. That's exactly truth. And then I think Brandon's sitting on pit road right now, getting some things worked on. And yeah, back to it here. Beef Jerky Unlimited giving your driver cams. Dalton Powell, kind of relaxing back here to that upper 51 machine. Big momentum killer. If you lose the draft, of course, a reminder that the competition caution comes at a lap 20. And thank you to the drivers. Being a part of the driver cams helps us go a long way. Thank you to all the fine folks out there that are watching across the platforms, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. And of course, and always, I appreciate everybody who stepped up and had some fun and helped out. Yeah, all the good things that come to what happens here. These drivers have got a whole lot of talent that I wish I could have. John Ross, your race leader right now. Johnny Barker will be in second. We've had a couple of different lead changes already. Kenny Real actually came to pit road. He, I don't know if he got a little bit of that damage repaired or something happened there. Michael Caffrey coming back off pit road. I think they do have one fast repair. A chance. I mean, his car was pretty well totaled there. So he'll be a lap down. He's going to be trying to get himself back at the mix here. Jason Wiley in 14th. We do like seeing the old Canadian out there having some fun as well. Or not Canadian, sorry. Wiley's not Canadian. I'm thinking of Jason Branch, so forgive me. Caffrey. We'll be looking for that lucky dog spot. John Ross, your race leader. Riptide Radio Series gets ready to go. Lots of good scenarios here. His car is going to be lights off, and a little bit of stuttering on my end, and that's because I did some rendering earlier with Adobe for some videos and stuff like that. Didn't restart the computer, so the Adobe renderer is still soaking up some resources right now, so we apologize about that, folks. They're ready. On board here, Christopher Pindell. Green flag. Kevin at 120. Christopher clears himself here. They're going to be 2, 3, 4 wide back here. This is a track that's progressively banked. 5 lines of action, but doesn't mean that you're gonna want to go 5 lanes wide. Be 3 wide here on corner exit. Whoa! Johnny Barker a little free down there. Drops to the bottom side. John Ross, still your race leader here. Rob Lowell up here in the 21. Caution comes out again. Arabia Caton involved. Maybe on the bottom side here. Doug Shaver involved as well. What happened to Doug? Oh, locks up the tires there. I think there was a money shift there. A downshift into the 30 of Arabia Caton. Arabia goes for a ride, and a lot of drivers mixed up there. Sometimes the money shift does happen, and the blinking is all that rendering that is going on. And oh man, we'll meet up with the pace car. 2 quick cautions here at Autoclub. California track is home to some of the best NASCAR racing you're going to see out there. And we're going to see, I think Caffrey's going to be able to get the lucky dog here. So Mike's going to come around, get back on the lead lap. This D-shaped oval super speedway in San Bernardino County has hosted NASCAR racing from 1997 to this current year. Been incredible to watch. Racetrack is located 47 miles east of Los Angeles and is near the former home of Ontario Motor Speedway and Riverside International Raceway. This track is owned and operated by NASCAR. Speedway is served by nearby interstates 10 and 15 freeways, as well as the Metrolink station located behind the back straightaway of this track. So interesting things to see. So we'll see these drivers get themselves hooked up here. Caffrey again, your lucky dog. On April of 1994, Roger Penske and Kaiser Steel announced the construction of a racetrack on the site of the abandoned Kaiser Steel Mill in Fontana, California. A day after the announcement, CART announced it would hold an annual race at the Superspeedway. 3 months later, NASCAR President Bill France Jr. agreed to sanction NASCAR Cup Series races at the Speedway upon completion, marking the first time NASCAR made a commitment to run a race at a track that had yet been built. Some history for you about the 94 season. Love to see it. Thank you, everybody, for being out there. How about them apples? All right. Look at all the fine folks that help me out, support me over here on the channel. If you want to support the channel, all you got to do is just reach out to me on the old Facebook page. Bills to pay, people to take care of, and all that stuff. When you owe money, you are always looking to, well, make better money, right? The way I think it. Whoa, rendering happened there. 44-21. There's a 6 of Johnny Barker back here as well. 94 of Christopher Pendel. We'll have Nick Larson on the inside. AJ Cawthon. And normally I get to get in and restart the computer before each session, so that way I have the best, the way all the renderers can work. And today I did not. Craziness. Might be able to do something about it on the flip side of this. We'll see in just a moment if we can do that. We get another caution. I know that we're going to have one on lap 20. We have the comp caution here at about 10 laps. So once we do, we'll make an adjustment and try to fix that. John Ross, Rob Lowell, your front row. Pendel and Johnny Barker. Pitter patter. Get at her. Green flag. Ooh, big checkup on the inside. Rob Lowell didn't get the restart he wanted. Larson dropped to the bottom. Hopefully he didn't do that before the start-finish line, because that would be a black flag. Passing on the inside. It's insanity there. There to the outside. You see the 6 of Johnny Barker on the inside. AJ Cawthon, I believe, has the 11 on his paint scheme. We'll have to take a look and make sure we might have to refresh some paints. Once again. Let it re-download. Frank Zingen up 6. Dalton Powell up 8. Nate Curtila is going to be on 4. He's going to have to work with some folks here. Jason Wiley dropping on the bottom side for the team. Old man Chevy all the way to the bottom. Jeff Barefoot up on the high side as well. I'm sorry, bottom side. Bottom side. 9 right there at the bottom. Aaron Bradford trying to close down to the Toyota. A lot of Fords inside the top 10. Pendel down to the bottom. The free off corner exit. Wiley goes around. Here's 46 of Eli Raposa is going to have Nate Curtila to the high side. Curtila, oh, right there, 46. It gets involved, and drivers holding on to it. That is 31 of Christian Delgado hit the apron as well. We watched that one happen. Little far chase view coming up for you when we go back to it. There's the 31. I think he dove to avoid. And he did. Ooh, baby. What happened with Eli? Here's the 5. It's there to the outside. He was. There's the 5 right here. Here's corner exit. We're going to go at speed. 5 is there to the outside. And then 46 sliding up just a little bit there. 5 was there. He was just coming up. A little racing deal right there, I think. All right, I'm going to throw you on the starting soon screen, and we're going to fix this. Bear with me. I think I got it figured out. I had some rendering going on there that didn't need to go on. Oh. All right. Nate right here. He got any of the damage fixed. And have a little bit of a shoot. I don't think he needed to have any of the damage fixed. He's yet to come to pit road. There's Kenny Reel. Came in, took a little bit on his end. There's Brian Huntley Jr. trying to work his way back forward. Has the 20 of Josh Small in front of him. There's Jeff Reardon in 20th. One of the biggest movers of the race is going to be Dave Farella here at 14. Is up 14, actually. He is the biggest mover of the race, 52. Them all lined back up. All right. Yeah, we still got some stuttering here. Things are a little better, but not where we like to have it, folks. Oh, good. Paradise 120. Four, 21, 25, 82, 6, 28, 68, 16, 51, and the 62. Going to be all in your top 10. First Chevy's going to be AJ Cawthon there in the 25. And first Toyota is going to be Chris Campbell. 3 Chevys inside the top 10, 1 Toyota, the rest are Fords. Green flag. Dalton Powell to the outside of the 62 there. It's Frank Zingen up on the high side here. Rob Lowell is your race leader, but down to the bottom side, John Ross goes. Ooh, side-by-side action for the 44. Nick Larson closing into the distance as well. There is the 82. Johnny Barker back to 4th. David Amaga tries to push forward here as the 11 to the outside. AJ Cawthon, 25 to the outside. Halfway into the wall back here. 66 trying to utilize the high side here. We see some drivers working. There's Reardon in front of him. 66 up near the wall. This is a wall riding track. Watch the greats like Kyle Larson and some of the other... we watched Larson do it. We watched Hamlin do it this year as well. Watched... I'm staring at something over here, folks. Sorry about that. Steve Ritter, fastest lap of the race. I've seen a lot of drivers pick up that high line. You can run the second lane as well, but they're pack racing right now all the way to 20. Going to be 2 laps to go this next time by as the 28 tries to hold on. Right now, you see Dalton Powell on the move. Up 9, right behind the 28 of David Amaga. On board the driver. You see a whole lot happening. Very easy to get free side by side now. Ooh, Dalton Powell gets a little anxious there with the 28. 28, big push on the outside. To the 16 going back with Steve Ritter. and a Ford. AJ Cawthon to 6th. Chris Campbell in the 68 has gotten himself up to 4, trying to track down the 3 Fords in front of him. Right now, Kenny Reel has the only win on the season. He won last week at Daytona. Caution comes out here for lap 19. And stage break will commence. Actually, I do believe that would be, if that's your caution right there. They haven't completed lap 25, so we'll have to assume that was for the caution. John Ross, your race leader. Rob Lowell will be in second. Nick Larson in third. Chris Campbell, Johnny Barker, that'll be your top 5. AJ Cawthon sits in 6th. As Johnny Barker was your pole sitter, has lost a few spots. Kenny Reel started in third, finds himself 14th right now. Aco Teal is going to be off 5. Jason Wiley off 5. Gene Cato is going to be off 19. So is Eli Raposa. These drivers work on getting themselves moving themselves back forward. Brandon Guerin is going to be your lucky dog here, as Logan McNeil will look to maybe stay on for a free pass. He came on a lap 4, but we'll see if he's going to be able to do it. Doug Shaver back here as well off the lead lap. So Brandon be looking for that lucky dog spot, and we're right on board with him as he takes that. Yeah, but that's so, folks. Thank you so much for being out there. Out of the Woods Crash rookie standing shows John Ross so far up the most spots. Arabia Caton, Leroy Koblenz, and AJ Cawthon hold those top 4 spots. John Ross is currently your race leader. Out of the Woods Craft can be found at Out of the Woods on Facebook. That's a great place to start. Out of the Woods Crafts. Which you're going to be looking for. 4 will be able to get that free pass. Yep. It'll be good. It'll be good on the outside. Should be good to go. David Pugh is going to be here as well. A lot of drivers are going to probably stay out here. And actually, David Pugh, technically on the lead lap here. There's a little bit of lap traffic in between he and everybody else. So he's going to be your race leader. As the 1234 I-rated driver will be right there. There's the 12 up. That's a Logan McNeil here. You're looking for a free pass. David Pugh should be behind Logan McNeil, I would think. Not quite sure how this one's going to work out. They thought, yeah, I don't know. Doug Shaver back here catching up. Looking to try to come to pit road. He has an I rating of 1, 2, 3, 4, folks. How about them apples? Long pace laps around this track. I do like his helmet here. Good looking helmet. Scratches down the middle. Some flame here. He's going to hit pit road here. And his pit crew's going to do the job. Nick Larson's going to be a race leader. Fuel only for the driver. They haven't really ran the tires off of these things yet. You know, maybe a chance to see what's going to happen here. Ooh. Hold on. Nick Larson. 94 on pit road as well. You on leaving pit road. There's Pendel. There's Dave Ferrella. He's coming to pit road. So Brandon Guerin is going to be your lucky dog. We'll be back on the lead lap here. I'm sorry, he's going to be 1 lap down. He's not back on the lead lap yet. So Nick Larson is your race leader. 44. John Ross on the outside. Johnny Barker, AJ Cawthon will make up the next few drivers. New tires will be coming And this will be a huge benefit for Dalton Powell if he can make it work. This is definitely one of those things that cautions have come quite a plenty here in the first early going of this race. And you get the big tracks out of the way in the first couple of weeks, and it makes all the difference. Next week they're going to Pocono, as the Tricky Triangle will be on December 3rd, Bristol Motor Speedway on December 10th, Atlanta on December 27th, and we'll take a break all the way from December 17th. From December 17th, we're going to take a break until January 7th, which will be at Sonoma, which I'm excited to see that one. These drivers are ready to go. I'm ready to go. Good to see everybody out there. Thank you so much to everybody tuning in. Much love to you. Larson goes as we work on it. Montana is not one of the tracks I bought for the side by side yet, folks. So I do apologize about not having the double view that we would normally see. But this week we'll make it work this week, and then we'll have it back at Pocono. David Lamaga working, Brian Huntley Jr. working his way back up front now. He's going to be up 10, started 20th. Dalton Powell to the outside. Powell on the tires. On board the driver. Out of the gas a lot. You want to get the tires warmed up. That's exactly what he's doing. No fourth gear just yet. The 24th, Kenny Reel started third. Is going to be off just a few spots. Chance for Dalton Powell to gain some spots on the outside. Has the 62 his inside. That's Chad McNeil. McNeil will slide up in front of Dalton Powell here. Powell giving him a little bit of extra room here, as that Ford looks super aggressive right now. Dalton in this Chevy has a chance. But Nate Curtila is going to be off a few spots. He's another driver that we're going to be watching here as he digs on the corner of the outside. Free right there on his exit. He's all right, though. You see right in front of him, that's Leroy Koblenz. See Leroy back out there as well. Nate into the inside. Has a good look at that third lane. Caffrey slides up. A little free for Nate. Not a big deal. He's doing just fine. Pure joy and excitement for all the drivers. That's for darn sure. Brandon here trying to work on the race line. Got the four in his background. Ooh, baby. Maybe trying to save the car. Somebody free in front of him. 27 goes around him here. Brandon maybe just trying to save a little bit on the race line. These cars are tough to manage. John Ross. Olivia Caton. I'm missing drivers. Nick Larson, the 82. David Maga back to third here as he's progressed forward. 28 of 120 being completed. And stage. The comp caution came out early. And we've seen a couple of cautions now. The green flag running. Chris Campbell going to be up 3. Brian Huntley Jr. up 9. Goes back a spot from the last wins we saw him. How about the 28 of Josh Small here? Right, well, Christopher Bell paint scheme. Like it. Go on board with that driver. See what he's got going on with the wheel. Doug Schaefer having an issue as well. Did see that. Lamp 27. Little free. kind of have to manage the tire, and you kind of have to manage the car for as long as possible. A lot of drivers, you see the smoke coming at you there. A lot of drivers, a little bit of a wall tap. Ran Autoclub today, or not today, this past week in the, I think it was the trucks is what I ran it in. Did the open. It was Autoclub. Yeah, it was Autoclub. Did the open, and that third lane was third, fourth lane was perfect for the long haul. So we'll see if that's going to be what is going to work out for these drivers today. Ross, Lamaga, Ritter, Larson. Larson to the outside. Take a look at the battle box here for the battle for third. Larson now under fire. As you see, Steve Ritter in the 16 pushing himself forward. Johnny Barker back to fifth. Oh, baby. AJ Cawthon back here. Slides up in front of the 21. Cawthon had the momentum. Gotta remember, it's door bumper clear. 21 up to side draft. Now Dalton Powell to the outside. Dalton Powell to AJ Cawthon. Powell able to utilize a little bit fresher tire here to get himself rolling. A lot of drivers came in, took fuel only. So how much can he extend himself? And for what purpose do you save? If it runs green the rest of the way, then this could be a winning advantage for Dalton Powell. I think a lot of drivers might have been thinking it was going to be another couple of cautions back to back. Right now, 27 drivers on the lead lap. Dwayne McMahon here in that Toyota working on fuel saving strategy himself. Dave Ferrella in the 52, still in the draft of the main pack. Joseph Reardon through the field is going to be that driver right there. Speaking of through the field, let's talk about him. Joseph Reardon driving. In that Chevy, it's going to be up to Dave Ferrella. So the next driver is going to be up 8 as the 52 rolls the outside. Dave Ferrella from Golden's Bridge at New York. Eli Raposo is going to be there in the 46. Saw Eli run with us on Saturday. Much love to you, Eli. Thank you very much for jumping out there. Leroy Koblenz from Dover. Giving ourselves a good look at the +2 so far. Gene Cato is going to be on 15 as the number 3 card. Pushes that Harley-Davidson Ford Mustang up as far as he can. Jeff Barefoot, the Riptide radio representative. Oh man, somebody hit the wall back there. That was massive. Joseph Reardon came out of the corner and smacked the wall. He is running in 26th right now, so he may have to come to pit road. He will come to pit road. Gotta hold on to it. He smashed the wall. And Nate Coutil is going to be off 10 as the Omaha, Nebraska native rolls up on the high side here. You see Jeff Barefoot closing into the distance. Aaron Bradford to the 45 from Frankfort, Kentucky. It's a good push. Now the tires are starting to wear thin. And some of the drivers are getting anxious. Michael Caffrey, my buddy from Perth, Australia. He's got some good racetracks around where he lives. If you've not seen any Australian racing, well, he's going to be one of those drivers you should keep your eye out. Chad McNeil into number 60 rolls in 17th. It's going to be a 5. Chris Pindell is going to be here in 16th. Off for the 94, one of the high side to Jason Wiley on the inside. He's going to make that pass. Going to be up 3. Off 1 is Wiley. Wiley stuck in a rock and a hard spot right now. Oh, baby. As the 60 goes around, caution comes out. And they are wrecking. Michael Caffrey was caught up in that one. Chad McNeil was right there. I do believe 60 on corner exit here. Run in the third lane, runs the higher lane. Oop, little bump into him for the 60. And then Chad McNeil, oop, blinkety blink, blink, blinkety blink. Is the renderers, and there's Dwayne McMahon slowing down. There's the 4, Brandon Guerin. Eli Raposa went around as well. Let's see what happened to Eli here. He was just on corner exit when he went around. Maybe trying to brake here. Braking. Oh, somebody blinking right there. So he went down to the bottom. Down to the bottom, down to the bottom, down to the bottom. I think he just locked him up. So he should be good. Should be good. All right. John Ross. Lead him on to pit road. Everybody's coming. Dalton Powell had the winning strategy there. Little contact goes a long way. 4 should be your lucky dog, I do believe. So Brandon, the BG Graphics, rolling. Oof. Oof, don't blink. Don't blink. Renderer, please don't blink. We might restart. I'm going to restart iRacing. No, I'm not. I'm going to change some stuff. Okay. I should have that fixed now. And Nell's going to be your race leader as he wins the race off pit road. Nate Cotila took an extra 26 seconds on his last pit stop on lap 21. So we have 2 drivers that stayed out. Dalton Powell did not take tires this last time. Chris Campbell will be in 4th. Also did not take tires. But John Ross and company, they all did take tires. We're going to see how this is going to pan out and plan out. Thank you, folks, for being out there. If you haven't done so, again, reach up, hit that like button for me. It goes a long way to help support the stream, help support what we do. It's a long time coming for darn sure. Few little blinks happening still. Even the pace car is blinking. Means that might actually be on my end. All right, I am going to take this moment to restart iRacing because I don't want to have any issues. Bear with me, folks. This is why we give ourselves a little bit of preventive maintenance here, folks. Because, you know, we got to make sure that we do what we do the right way, and that's what happened to me. So apparently I could have restarted, so apologies about that. Apologies about any of the issues that we may have every once in a while. It does happen. Happens from time to time. So they were coming around a complete lap 38. And a lot of fun, a lot of entertainment happening there. Thank you so much to everybody who's followed and watched on all the platforms. Much love to you. Thank you so much to all the fine folks out there watching across all of our YouTube, Facebook, Twitch platforms. We've been constantly growing and consistently doing better. We do have more and more things coming up, and more leagues, new leagues. We are recruiting for new leagues as well. We'll be able to keep our broadcasts full. So could be Wednesday. There we go. Go back here. All right, we should be good. Let's go back. There we are. Yeah. All right, 94. That's Pendel up high. Kenny Reel is in third here as the drivers go to work. Paint schemes will load in here. It'll take a moment. Did refresh some things. Restarted iRacing so that way I can get some things locked in for you. Pendel is out front, but John Ross with a little bit of newer tire on the move to the bottom side. Dalton Powell up on the high side, still savoring that little bit of tire he still was unable to use earlier. Oh, driver off the bottom. That's Jeff Barefoot back here as well. Jason Wiley approaching. That's Chris Campbell. Sorry, Chris Campbell right here. Good looking race car, good looking racetrack so far for Autoclub. Fontana is a big racetrack, 2 miler in length. Drivers up to speed. John Ross, your new race leader. Kenny Reel on the move now up to second. He spent a little bit of time back here in the top 10. David Lamaga is going to be there to the bottom side by side with the 24. 24 up near the wall. You got to watch the push up the race line. That's what we're seeing. Oh, they're wrecking. Capri involved. Gosh, it again. Mike unable to avoid that one. This corner exit here for the driver. Just back this up because there's a lot happening there. 66 rolls the inside. Far chase here. 62 on corner exit with a 52. Oh, 52 got loose net code. Oh, no. There's the 19 involved as well. 52 got loose and slingshot there. That's Dave Farella. Why we check it all out, folks. That's why we check it all out. Little free right there. These new tires will do that. 52, a little free. See him starting to snap right there. That's where he's a little bit sideways. And then watch just a little bit of a gadoosh. The 66, 19 with a run to the outside. Could have been a lot worse than that, but it was definitely insanity. Everybody's spreading off the racetrack. Drivers trying to hold on to it. Brakes were held now. Hey, Farella will be that guy. Logan McNeil should be your lucky dog here. Should be back on the lead lap. Should be. I think should be. Maybe. I'm trying to take that back. I think Pugh's actually going to be your lucky dog. Pugh was not involved in that one. David Pugh is completing his 44th lap. Everybody else is completing lap 45. Yeah. A lot of drivers coming up pit road and get the car worked on. These cars can't take a beating. John Ross is going to be a race leader. Max, thank you for the like. Much love, Max. Appreciate you for the like out there. Thank you to everybody out there for doing your part to like the streams. Like, follow, subscribe for more. And, of course, all the iRacing content you can handle on top of all the gaming streams and fun stuff that we're trying to do. Way life has kind of worked out here lately. This might be seeing more and more of me. We shall see. Um, what do we got this week? We've got Monday Night Racing tomorrow, Kern County dirt track for Chop Shop. Tuesday night, we've got Chop Shop Truck Series back in action. And then on Wednesday, we are going to be off. Thursday, we will be... what are we doing Thursday? Goat Racing Diecast. Yeah, can't forget that. Goat Racing Diecast Cup Series is going to be Thursday. Friday, back with the Fixed Racing League Gen 6 Cup Series. And then Saturday, we will have, I think we're going to have the Reaper Pro Late Model Dirt Series here on Signature Esports. If that changes, we'll let everybody know. Lights are going to be out for the pace car this time by. I was talking last night after the charity race with Will Kern about possibly doing an Xfinity series, and that is a big possible, I would say. But I don't want a series that involves money. Maybe a sponsor to help out with some things, but when it comes to the actual logistics of things, I would rather see us do a free league that drivers can come in and run, and then I have a sponsor take care of basically everything else. So that might be something that we do, maybe even for a short season, nothing too big. Because we do have the Winston Throwback Series that's supposed to be coming back to us here in January. So I thought about maybe doing a small series of races, and especially in the V car, because I do love the Xfinity car, and I do want to see drivers get out there and have a good time. So maybe something we look at maybe for Wednesday nights. I don't know. We'll have to have a feeler. Maybe Wednesday nights until the Winston series comes back to us. I don't know. We'll see. Ross, Kenny Reel, Nick Larson, David Lamaga. I don't want anything to do with it other than broadcasting it and making sure the race goes green. Money makes things finicky. John Ross, good restart there. Larson, there's the outside momentum here as they continue to work. Larson has the 21 in tow, 24 on the bottom side. Second lane's going to be very fast on corner exit. 28, David Lamaga will be there. Rob Lowell up to third again. Whoa, baby. Duck, dodge, dive, dodgeballs. Johnny Barker. Well, if he got a little free out corner exit, it was just kind of pushed a little bit there, but he's good. Frank Zingen's going to be rolling forward as he's going to be side by side with the 24. 62. Congenital heart defect 62 of that Chevy. Can speak. I promise. You see the 24 move around there a little bit. But Frank, running a good little paint scheme there. Love seeing that. 62 carries the race line. 24 rolling. Dalton Powell up at 9. Christian Delgado's going to be up there as well. Delgado, what are that? 31. 13. Frank's going to be up 13. Those are your two biggest movers of the race. Delgado on the bottom side. On slide to 51. Dalton Powell could be able to hold on to the outside here. If he can stand on the wall, he'll be fine. Checking on our drivers here in the back. There's the 45. There's Nate Kurtula behind him. Nate rolling nice and easy with Christian Pendel there to the bottom side. Ooh, baby. Here's 94. See the 20 go by here. On board with Nate here. Nate Kurtila here on lap 51, running in 21st. Not out just yet. There's a Riptide Radio Cup Series here from the 802 Racing Leagues. Dig just a little bit more. On the throttle a little bit, has a good run on the 46. We'll see third lane for him to get to the back bumper. It's Eli Raposa here, the W Energy. This one in front of him. 5 out of the throttle, has the 20 there with him. A little wall tap for the 5. He's good though. More of the wall. Goes a long way. Doing a great job. That driver is. There's a check on for other drivers out there as well. Everyone up on the high side for very bottom lane here. It's on the back straightaway. Slides up just a little bit, checking his mirror. You see, drivers roll the corner. How about Dalton Powell? It's going to be intense. '51 side by side with the 25. BeefJerkyUnlimited.com. Driver cams. Courtesy of Beef Jerky Unlimited. Some of my favorite flavors out there, especially for buying somebody something for Christmas. How about a gift pack from BeefJerkyUnlimited.com? Yourself some fantastic stuff out there. I would strongly suggest the berry maple, or the, if you like spicy food, if you like spicy beef jerky, I'd encourage you to find the, oh baby, Jeff Barefoot. That one around there, great save by him. I also encourage you to try the nitro methane. Stuff is spicy but good, but like a good heat, not an overbearing heat, but a good heat. With Barefoot slid himself in front of the 4 there, almost went around. Gotta be careful. That's our Riptide Radio sponsor right there. Check it out, Riptide Radio, sounds of the coast. With free download, get a Riptide Radio on your mobile app. Free download down there. Encourage you to check him out. We've got some good morning shows, and on top of some good morning shows, they've been doing a phenomenal job of providing some great music that is good for your office, your soul. I live here in the Lake of the Ozarks, and it's kind of like the perfect channel for our office. It's really nice to kind of watch and get ourselves into a casual mood. All good things. Fords lead the top 3, 2 Chevys in tow. There's the 62 of Frank Zing in there. Kenny Reel in tow of Johnny Barker, with Johnny Barker on his rear bumper. And a whole lot of pack racing back here. Dalton Powell on the back bumper of Chad McNeil. Jason Wiley up 6, still trying to work forward. Here's Christian Delgado up 10. The 31 has the track racing machine rolling in the corner. Delgado up near the wall, runs the higher lane. You see a lot of the drivers try to find that extra pace. There's Gene Cato here, 2106 on the iRating. Pushes that 3 car down. Little Harley Davidson look going at you here as he rolls all the way to the bottom side. This is a racetrack you can egg shape and be just fine. All good things. All good things. How about the 43, Leroy Koblenz? A little Angry Orchard action going on. This Camel to the 68. Still working. Up 9 is the 43. As now we're starting to see the tires start to get a little dicey. There's Brian Huntley Jr. right here on the back bumper of the 45. You see Aaron Bradford a little bit free there, and the Toyota's right behind him. Gotta hold on. It's now the 19. Big shove to the 20. On the track, you can feel all of the aggressiveness on it, but you kind of gotta save tires. That's the big thing about this racetrack. It is a tire-eating track. The more you move, the worse it gets. Eli Raposa here in the 46. There's the 66 behind him. There's a Ford and Chevy going to work. Nate Curtilo back here as well off 14. He qualified well. Just got to find his groove. John Ross to the lead on the outside. Bob Lowell went to work. Frank up high. There's Frank rolling. That's 62. He's figured something out. As you see, that Chevy breaking up that Ford company. Nick Larson in a Ford. Kenny Reel back to 6th here. So as far as Fords go, we have four Chevys inside the top 10. AJ Cawthon trying to get around to 13 as they get a little dicey on corner exit. Rob Lowell will let John Ross go by. John Ross leads the rookie standards for the series again here in race 2, and doing a phenomenal job of trying to carry that momentum forward. Noma TV, another commentator out there that loves to do what we do. If you haven't checked him out, go to his YouTube channel, youtube.com/Noma_TV, NOMA, National Online Motorsports Association. He is going to be a legendary voice in this entertainment aspect right now. 44 trying to clear Frank. Frank's got a big run. '62 able to defend here. Going to be there to the back bumper. Going to be side by side. Zinga goes to the lead. Driver blinking out there. That was Delgado. Could just be on my end as well because of the field. Reardon out of the race. Connor Barker is going to be 3 laps down, but he has got everything to be able to hold on to. Here's Arabia Caden still working on his craft today. And Logan McNeil still doing so as well. Dave Ferrella coming to pit road, or on pit road right now. He's getting more of that damage fixed. Some of the drivers still working on it. How about the 62? Out front now is John Ross, back to second. Rob Lowell. Oh, baby. Larson up against the wall. 61 to 120. Just over halfway through the race. This one becoming a nail biter. Pack racing, it's what happens. It's what matters. And I'm going to take a hydrate break. I'm going to leave you on the exciting cam. Let everybody have some fun with it. Throw it on the TV dynamic. Let everybody have a good time. I'll be right back. Larson out front at Autoclub. Man, these tracks run so similarly. It's weird. Larson out front at Autoclub, which is not an unfamiliar name to be calling. As we see the drivers down the back straightaway, they're starting to get dicey. That pack racing still exactly where you would thought it would be. Frank, who led a couple of laps here, drops back to fourth. He's going to have the run come back to him as Nick Larson leads. He's going to be up 3, started 4th. He's been consistently trying to hold on to the top 10. Now Frank up 13 behind the 6 of Johnny Barker, who's been trying to work his way back forward. Needed a long run to be able to do so. And they're wrecking behind. Caution's going to come out. As we hear Cawthon up against the wall here to hold the brakes. Take a look and see what happened here. 21 got to him. Ooh. There's a 25 running the high side here. Watch this. 21 comes up to enter the corner, just gets into him. The bad entrance for the 21. The 20 with the 25 to the outside. AJ doing his due diligence there to hold his brakes, let the drivers go around, and will get himself back out there and himself fixed. Now, 70% fuel is for naught. Nick Larson, the race leader. Thank you, everybody, for being out there. Hopefully you're having a wonderful night. This is the Riptide Radio Cup Series. Of course, drivers are all going to come to pit road. There's no, something happened after the fact. Hunter Barker here, believe. What happened to the car? I'm not quite sure. He was waiting for a driver. Oh, maybe he might have just parked it and said, no mas. Is on pit road. Drivers coming to pit road. There's those big pythons up there. See who wins the race off pit road. See if anybody's going to take that fuel strategy. I think everybody's going to take tires. I mean, at this particular point, might as well, right? Dyson is on pit road. The Nick Larson is going to win the race off pit road. Zinga's coming out second. Kenny Reel third. Barker could be fourth. Ritter fifth. A lot of drivers here. Look, Dalton Powell coming off pit road as well. Cawthon, Cortila, Chris Campbell, some of the other drivers staying in. I think 21 is going to be staying in. That is Rob Lowell here. Getting a little bit work done on that car. Maybe just getting some of that damage taken care of. I don't think it was that bad. I check over the car here. Maybe not. Maybe a little. Not too bad. Yeah, he'll get enough of it fixed. Because Nick Larson be sitting right there. So yeah, all good things. Free pass coming to David Farella. Came out on 58. Drivers are still going to have to come to pit road at least once. 52 will get a free pass here. With new tires and you pack them back up is where aggression can turn into all-out insanity. Nick Larson, your race leader. Frank in a Chevy, Kenny Reel in a Chevy, Johnny Barker in a Ford, John Ross in a Ford. Steve Ritter, Christian Delgado, there is Jason Wiley. Yeah, tires for everybody. Little extra damage fixed for the 94. Extra damage for the 87. He sat a little bit longer. Pugh as well into 32. Rob Lowell getting 52 seconds fixed, and Michael Caffrey coming back around as well. Caffrey's going to be a lap down at the moment. These drivers are putting on a good show. A lot of good racing, a lot of close racing as well. One of the things that you see about this is that the race carries its momentum and carries its time. 82, 62, 6, 24, 44, 16. Pace car's in. There he is. Big Python. Good pattern. Let's get at it. Green flag. Cycle continues. Nick Larson gets a good restart there. Johnny Barker in tow has the 62 to the inside. Oh, bump. 62 able to save it there. It's going to be free on the bottom side. Way down the racetrack. Going to lose a few spots here. He's going to pull up right in front of David Umaga. Umaga goes to little lane, gets around him. They're three. Now back to double file. It looked almost like they were going to be four wide there for a moment. Chad McNeil in the 60. Rolling high side. There is Jason Wiley to the bottom here. Biggest mover of the race is going to be Delgado here in the 31. Delgado 24.63 on the iRating. John Ross 29.36. Heavy hitters pushing. Nick Larson out front. Larson with clean air just to not give himself too big of a lead here. Johnny Barker in tow. Remember, tires are huge. Whoa, baby. Laposa down to the bottom. David Pugh able to reassume. Comes all the way back up the race line. Michael Caffrey goes around. Caffrey is back on the lead lap. Is good to go. Now Larson in tow. Johnny Barker in second. Overhead view. These drivers really putting on a show. That's a big racetrack for them. More drivers free off turn two. See him dip down to the bottom there. Oh, baby. Going around. Big wreck. That caution comes out. Whole lot happening off turn four. The aggression got turned up, man. I tell you what, everybody's going for a spot that isn't there. Bumpers and debris and things being drugged. There's Christian Delgado right there. He's got a broken toe link on the bottom side. Delgado will have to work his way back around. He's got a broken toe link there. That's what a broken toe link looks like on iRacing, folks. It's hard to get back around this racetrack with a broken toe link like that. Oh, nowhere to go. The Delgado's right here. Let's see how this happened. Happened right here. 31 here. It just gets a little bit free, and the 16 nowhere to go. Big check up of speed. And the 9 of Barefoot. Oh, man. That was a heavy hit. 9 of Barefoot. Goes to the outside. Let's see what happened to Jeff here. A lot of drivers in on pit road. A lot of fast repairs being used. Barefoot right here. See, oh, he gets free too. Oh. And David saved him there from getting heavier issues. Here's the 94. This is Christopher Pendle. Oh, 21 came down on him. It was the 94 right there. Rob Lowell up high. Rob saw the smoke and came down to avoid it and put the 94 there. And then Rob Lowell, this car was pretty jacked up there. Brian Huntley Jr. on pit road getting some more things taken care of. Ooh, baby. Joshua Small involved as well. A lot of drivers involved here. 20 nowhere to go. It's a 16 right there. Nowhere for the 19 to go. Nowhere for Frank to go. The 3 as well. There's Gene Cato here. This was a big one. It was bigger than some of the wrecks we had last week. Boy, yeah, right in front of him. Leroy able to hold on here. I think Dave Farella, I think he was able to miss this. I think he was. If he was, he'd be your lucky dog. Yeah. All right. All right. Let me double file. Dave Farella is only 1 lap down now. So I think he was able to get that lucky dog. 13 will be trying to get to the inside here. Farella, what? Back out of the corner. 13. Going to get in front of the 52. Somebody was your lucky dog. There's Arabia Caton back there. Maybe Arabia. No, he came in 171, got some stuff. David was your lucky dog. He drops. He's going to have to drop to the end here. Wow. Completing lap 75 as we speak. Be a momentum changer. All right. Who's got it? 6:24. Green flag. 45 laps to go. And the curiosity here is whether or not there's going to be any kind of pit stop. That's going to be the big question. 70% fuel shows a whole different look. Aaron Bradford in the 45. To the high side here on Chris Campbell. Toyota's working it. Now they're going to be 4 wide again. Jeff Barefoot to the bottom side. Back to 3. Now double file as they come around 3 and 4. Dalton Powell on full send mode here on the high side. You see him 3 wide, now back to 2. 9 clears 51, 19 with a big push. 19 pushes the 51, 51 clears the 9 to the outside. 16 of Ritter. Under fire from the 94. Almost into him there. Corner exit is going to be dangerous here. 3 wide as they continue to move. They've leveled out single file in the front here. This double file here. By the time they get in the corner, you see them fan out. That's exactly what happens in NASCAR. 94 trying to drive around everybody at once. And Ford is trying to be on lock, and right now it's tough to pass here, and the reason why it's tough to pass is for that reason right there. You do not want to straight line drive into the corner. You straight line drive in the corner, you're going to drift up. Got to be on the brake a little bit more. We're downshifting a little bit more as right now the 45 gets to the 94. 94 trying to clear. Oh, no. Wall tap for Powell as Huntley Jr. is on the back bumper. They are pack racing, and right now Dalton Powell's had enough of it on the outside. 94 up into the 82. 51 to the 94. 51 says move. They wreck behind. There's Nick Larson there. You see the 9 of Jeff Barefoot. He is sliding up. But the 19 is there as well. They're side by side. This is that straight line drive I talk about getting into the corner. You drive into the corner straight, you can have a tendency to have it. But he had a good entrance. Before I chase this one for the 9, he had a good entrance here. 19 drops in the corner. It's going to be a little bit more shallow on his entry. 19 second lane, 9 down to the bottom side. You see the 94 get up into Nick Larson there. That's going to check up that inside. There's Nick Larson up on the 82, top right of your screen. 45 checks up to him. 51 there. 19 is going to shoot the gap as the 9 and the 19 are side by side. 19 right there. Watch the gap close. And this is going to be about as close as you can get as the 9 and the 19. A big old racing incident there. Rob Lowell. Innocent bystander there. The 19 comes down into the 21 again. 43 able to miss as well. So a great job by Leroy here. But the 3, oh man. It's Gene Cato. He almost hit that inside barrier wall. That would have hurt. Dalton Powell in 14th. 67. We got Johnny Barker in the 6 up front. Completing lap 80. 87 to Dwayne McMahon getting the car worked on. Arabia Caton should be your lucky dog. Will be your lucky dog. Back on the lead lap. I'm sorry, he'll be 1 lap down. David Varela still looking for his lead lap berth here. As Arabia will be complete lap 78. Dwayne McMahon. Dwayne just on the other side of the start-finish line here. Josh Small on pit road as well. We're seeing drivers get some things worked on. Dwayne took some damage there. All good things. All good things. Come down to it. Johnny Barker, Kenny Reel. 1, 2 right now. Again, Kenny Reel won last week at Daytona. I got a new shirt, folks, that is directly supporting the broadcasts. I encourage you to go check it out. I sent it to all the leagues and to all the league owners. So our current situation over here at Signature Esports is to always do what we can to have some fun. This is something we were printing directly, so go check it out. It's all the leagues that we broadcast for currently, or have a contract to broadcast for. Something happened. Yeah, there you go. Please go check that out. I encourage you to do so. It's just leagues are better. The profits of that shirt benefit me directly. Everything else we've been doing has been for Toys for Tots, but we had some news. 9 cautions so far. 1 for the stage as Johnny Barker goes to work. What driver's going to be able to save some fuel with some caution laps? Right now, we're going to be 38 laps to go this time by. 30 of Arabia Caton coming off pit road. It's going to go back a lap down here. So David Farrell is going to have to get himself ahead of Arabia if he wants that lucky dog. Arabia Caton right there. That's your battle for lucky dog. Kristen Delgado back here as well. Does have an opportunity to get around David Varela. They're on the same cycle, side by side for the lucky dog. As Varela clears the 31, not quite. 31 battles back. Delgado trying to keep himself clean. Going to get to the back bumper of the 32 here. If he can get back on the lead lap, he's got a strong enough car to be able to get himself back around here. You see Arabia Caton went back a lap down. Oh, they're going. Nate Curtila involved. Arabia Caden involved. Delgado. Man. David Farella, I think, missed it. Take a look. This happened in front of everybody. Yeah, I think he missed. Nate Curtila was involved there. And let me back up here. We'll go to Nate here. I think Nate was up on the high side. I don't know if the 60 and the 68. Let's far chase that. Ooh, that was weird looking. Oh, the 60 free. Oh, no. It was Chad McNeil here. We'll see this right here. Oh, the 4. Whoa. Brandon here gets into the corner. Drops into the corner. Just, oh, the 60 goes to drop down in front of the 4, and then all chaos ensues. 13 wrapped up. 60 into the 68. 68 up into the 4. 4, they're just free. 5, nowhere to go. And then all of a sudden, all chaos ensues. All these drivers involved here. A long race to have all those things happen. Varela should be your lucky dog. Delgado was the driver I thought was going to have it there, because he was trying to make a pass, get to the back of Arabia Caden. So now we'll see. Leave David Froelich. Delgado can stay out here as well. He can get his free pass back, depending on if he has any kind of damage on that car. Or the tire saving or the fuel saving mode happening. David Froelich is your lucky dog. I think we see David Lamaga. David Lamaga is going to stay out. So Delgado will not get a free pass here. Chad McNeil in the 60 coming off pit road. Nate Curtila does have a brand new car, so some fast repairs in the book. Again, Nate, one of the best drivers you're going to see out there. Having a great time, having a great race. And doing a heck of a job. Love it. Absolutely love it. If you didn't think that iRacing was for everyone, well, you're sadly mistaken. It's for everyone. And I love his car. Gonna probably steal his paint scheme. Great thing. There is, I do believe, a few drivers having some fun. Colton Powell coming out as well. Who's warming up the tires? I think you've been selecting the wrong dang old driver here. Here's the 68 Chris Campbell. I'm going to find a way to, well, you know, make sure that I have driver labels up. Because that's on me. All right. Dave Lamaga and the best of the iRacing cams. Thank you to the drivers that are out there. Even if I get the wrong driver, if I mess it up, then that's on me. But they take the time out to do it, and they take the time out of their day to put their face up there, and I appreciate them because it also gives more exposure to my sponsor, but not only that, but to the drivers, which is what this is all about, folks. The reason why iRacing is the thing for me is to be able to be a part of the drivers. Caffrey up 19, your biggest mover of the race. Gotta have some patience, though. We're in that realm. David Lamaga out front. Does anybody have tires? Right now it's about fuel. David Lamaga, John Ross, 1-2. Cawthon's going to be in third. Frank Zing is going to be in fourth. 62 rolling. Nick Larson. Will get around some of that traffic earlier. Benefits being able to get himself back up here inside the top 5. Jason Wiley back in the mix as well. Wiley running the front side of this one. And that aggression's about to pick up again. How about Kenny Reel? Can he go back-to-back weeks? Whoa, 51 of Don Powell goes around. That was a heck of a camera to watch that from. Rolling. Dalton Powell right here just gets, I don't know if he got into somebody. I'm looking here. Our Chase. 21 to the bottom side. They're 3 wide here. Oh. Back that up. So, got a quarter speed this one. So the 68's on the high side here. 51's in the middle lane. 21 on the bottom side. 21's coming up the lane. 51 sets up the corner. 68's coming down just a little bit. And then 21 tries to set up the corner, gets up into the 51. They're getting ready to turn into the corner. This is why 3 wide and a turn 1 early is just kind of dangerous. We'll see if he was able to save anything here. I think he got into anybody. Locked it down. What a great job. Yeah. That was a save. That was a great save. One more time from Dalton Powell's point of view. Boom, boom, boom. Watch the save. Locks it down, locks it down, locks it down. Yeah. Nice job. Other than the flat spots on the tires. Nice job. Like it. John Ross debating about pit road. Oh, Cawthon comes in. Steve Ritter comes in. And the question is who has tires? Frank Zinga comes in as well. Bradford coming in. Delgado comes in. Barella should be your lucky dog here. So that will put him back on the lead lap. I do believe he should be the lucky dog. Yeah, there he goes. David Farrell, who's been fighting to be back on the lead lap for a hot minute, finally gets back on the lead lap. Delgado and Arabia Kate will be battling for the next spot. You see Steve Ritter coming off pit road here. 31's going to be the first car 1 lap down, along with Arabia Caton. Arabia on pit road getting more of the nose worked on that car. John Ross, your race leader. David Lamaga, Nick Larson, Chris Campbell, Rob Lowell. That'll be your top 5. And we're digging at it. drivers are ready. Pace car dives off. We got some CPU usage spikes. It's insane. All right, let's do it. Green flag. Johnny Barker getting beat up on back here. Has the 4 there as well. 12, 25, 32. There's Pugh. Had a good run. Johnny Barker had to come in and get a little bit of fuel. John Ross came in on 67. David Lamaga came in on 67 as well. Rob Lowell on 79. The question of fuel comes down to the next basically 26 laps this time by. Is John Ross under fire right now from David Lamaga. Winner goes backwards a little bit here in the 16 on the bottom side. Drivers passing on the outside out of turn 2. Duck 3 wide. A lot of drivers will be aggressive. Delgado here trying to get himself back on the lead lap. David Ferrella on pit road. Once again, he was off the lead lap. Now is off the lead lap. Will be this time by. If he had a penalty, he might have had a penalty here. Looks like that's what he's serving. So Delgado will make the pass the next lap. John Ross, David Lamaga, Rob Lowell, Jason Wiley to the outside. Wiley in the Chevy. Two Chevys inside the top 5. And now Rob Lowell going to close back down the distance here. One slides up to the 13. Oh, run from the 13. 21 not moving. Wiley being very gracious with the space. The Fords trying to work together. 13 way up the race line. Bob Lowell trying to clear here. 13 will have a run again. 13 runs on the outside. He will not clear. Back straightaway busy. This is the battle for third. Rob Lowell drives all the way down to the bottom of the racetrack here. And we watched this in NASCAR, how drivers were trying to make the passes. And there he goes, Lamaga into Lowell. Caution comes out, and up in front of the field they go. The 19 of Brian Huntley Jr. taken out of this as well. The drivers glitching there for me. Rob Lowell on pit road. The 11th caution of the race. The 11th or 12th. This was David Lamaga free in front of the 13. He got free into the corner. Or out of the corner. Sorry, corner exit. And go far chase on this one for the 28. David Lamaga here. Lamaga out of the corner. Yeah, just starts to get snappy here. Gets snappy. Free out of the corner. 13 of Jason Wiley goes around to the outside. 28 turns in front of the 21. Nowhere to go. Brian Huntley Jr. up there. There's Dalton Powell. There's a whole lot happening right here. A lot of blinking going on with the wrecks. And that could be on my end too as well, folks, because of, everything. John Ross coming to pit road. Jason Wiley. Last in on the 84. Jeff Barefoot in second. So a rebound for Jeff Barefoot. Nick Larson up to 5th. Steve Ritter up into 16. He's got 8 spots to gain again. There's Cawthon. Caffrey inside the top 10 now, up 25. Is your biggest mover of the race. Delgado should be your lucky dog here. Is going to be your lucky dog. David Ferrella will have to go to work once again to get that lap back that he needs. Delgado can go to work now. I do believe he's only 1 lap down. Well, I thought he was only 1 lap down, but he's 2 laps down. Was 2 laps down. Now he's only 1 lap down. Checking the ticker here for us, folks. 23 laps to go this time by. Delgado does have a chance, though. I mean, the way the cautions have been playing out and working that advantage, David Ferrell is going to be 2 laps down. Yeah, Delgado, Ferrella, Caton. It's going to be, we have 25 drivers on the racetrack right now. Huntley Jr., McMahon all on pit road. A couple of drivers out of the racetrack. Jason Wiley and Jeff Barefoot up front. Wiley in on 84, Barefoot in on 79. Kenny Reel up in the mix as well. There's Nate Cotila. Of course, Nate, one of the best drivers out there because, well, he's driving in style. Told him he was going to get a lot of airtime today, and I'm living up to that promise. He's inside the top 5. He'll restart second on the outside lane. And good on the league for being inclusive. I think most iRacing leagues are inclusive out there. We love to see it. All right, we're going to go back at it here. We'll hit the biggest pythons there. iRacing and NASCAR calls him Barney. I call him Fred, so we call him Fred the Barney Flagman. And in all seriousness, good things. Green flag. Wiley running, 24. Kenny Reel on the outside. He goes Nate Cotila up there as well. Barefoot on the inside. 3 wide, 4 wide. They will be 4 wide getting in the corner. We're going back to 3 wide. Johnny Barker, the aggressor on the bottom side, tries to get the back bumper to 16. This is where gears can make a difference. And right now, that outside lane's going to play dividend. They can get the run going. Zingen is Barefoot there. Zingen in front of Caffrey. Caffrey going to be able to drop in the corner here. This is where rhythm becomes a big factor, because once you lose the rhythm, then everybody goes to work. Kenny Reel on the inside of Jason Wiley. Wiley side by side. Wiley on the outside. Kenny Reel slides up. Wall taps for a few drivers back here. Jason Wiley out front. Kenny Reel, Nick Larson, but Nate Cotila here up on the high side. Nate just running where he can. A chance for a good victory here. How about Frank rebounding as well? Led some laps earlier. There to the inside of the 5. On corner exit, we'll have a good run, good burst of speed here. The 5 gets up there, 5 running right there with Wiley. 62 in the mix. Gonna run third lane, 3 wide as the 5 is way up the race line. 62, 5, 62. 82 on the inside. Nick Larson trying to run. Right now, Nick Larson drops back to 4th as Nate Cotila tries to hold on to the outside lane. Dalton Powell, the aggressor on the inside now as he runs in that middle lane. Powell has the time, has the leverage, 18 laps to go. It's Jason Wiley in second, Kenny Reel out front. Starting to see the advantage to newer tires right now. Michael Caffrey there on the high side, 51 to Dalton Powell to the back bumper of the 4. Dalton Powell in 8th, up 10. Blank for Steve Ritter there to be back in, 3 wide. As Johnny Barker tries to get to the inside of Chad McNeil. McNeil in the 60. Going to be able to cross over here on the bottom side, maybe carry some of that rhythm. 6 free. You see that wiggle right there. Going to hurt the tires on the bottom side. John Ross back here on the 44 spent most of the day up front. These drivers do have tires, but they're on a level playing field. There's a whole lot of aggression still left in these cars. 16 to the bottom side. That's Steve Ritter. Dalton Powell utilizing the high side here. Trying to play catch up to Caffrey, who's going to be in front of him. Caffrey to the outside of Nick Larson. Caffrey doing a great job of rebounding from his day earlier. The first Australian driver gets a good run on the back straightaway here. It's going to be in tow of the 5. Nate Cotila doing a great job of holding on to the race line. Runs Larson down a little bit right there. You see somebody running the wall back there. It was not Logan McNeil. I don't know who that was. It was Christian Delgado. Still looking for one more lap. Logan McNeil behind him. Has the speed. Kenny Reel, Jason Wiley, Frank Zingen. Right now, Nate Cotila on the high side, able to pull the draft. Front 2 drivers able to control the bottom and the bottom of the top race lines. And right now, the 5, with a whole lot of speed behind him. On board is Michael Caffrey. He has the 51 to the outside. Dalton Powell trying to go places. Caffrey a little wall tap forward to 51, but he's got a little bit newer tire here. 82 and the 5 have been going at it for a hot minute. 82 to the bottom side. Dalton Powell on a run. Steve Ritter in the 16, still trying to utilize the bottom side here. Chevys make up the top 4. Larson first 4, but Dalton Powell trying to change that as well. Dalton Powell to the outside. Nick Larson rolling the bottom side. There is Michael Caffrey there as well. From side-by-side racing here. You got to know the outside lane has got the speed here with 13 laps to go. 1 and 2 busy. But David Lamaga, Johnny Barker. Lane area is proficient and is exactly what you need. There's a 60 closing back down. Chris Campbell has got the inside lane on the 9. Jeff Barefoot on the high side. And you got to think about it. We got 22 drivers here. Hewitt is on the lead lap. He's only got about 6-second difference between he and Kenny Reel. Nate Cotila still in 4th. Dalton Powell in 5th. Up 13. Frank on his way forward as well. Well to go. Jeff Barefoot in 9th. In that number 9. And for Caffrey, utilizing that high line. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Caution. Sorry, folks. Wrong caution. So the 4 clears in front of Caffrey. Got the run here. Now, Caffrey's on the wall right there a little bit. And the 9 comes up either way. So both of them make contact. 44 of John Ross there. Both of those drivers make contact. Caffrey's able to limp out of that one. He's a little bit in the wall right there. But, I mean, it's not that bad. He wasn't losing speed. So it kind of just makes me wonder if it was just looking at what Caffrey's got here. Right there on the wall. I don't even see any scrapes. I think that is literally just, I mean, it was enough to slow him down. He's running his lane. The 9's up there as well, trying to just pull a little air off of him. It's a big old racing deal. Little bump for the 60 and the 68. Nick Larson in on pit road. 11 laps to go. Kenny Real, your race leader. Jason Wiley in second. Frank Zingen, Dalton Powell, Nate Cotillo will be your top 5. Steve Ritter's going to be in 6, still trying to get himself back into that 5 spot where he started. Tell you what, Nate was doing a great job of defending himself there, and absolutely had a great run building for him. So I'm curious to see what's going to happen here. That's Christian Delgado getting back on the lead lap. So one more driver to be able to put some time in and get himself back around and compete for a finishing position here with under 10 laps to go when we go back to green flag. On the screen there is going to be your last, your fastest laps by each driver. Fastest lap of the race, I do believe, belonging to the 4 Brandon Garand, 40.61. He is currently running in 7th. Lights are going to be off in the pace car. We're going to have 8 laps to go when we go back to green flag racing here, and been a good time. Been a good time. (24, 13, 62, 51, 5. It's going to be your top 5. Be 8 laps to go. As we get Riptide radio here. Sorry, 9-year-old's talking to me. Whoa, baby. 16, all the way to the bottom. Ritter takes a slide here. And we're back up on the race line. Wow. No caution. Gonna reset here. Let's fast forward this. This is Mr. Ritter right here. A good restart. It's in the corner. Drops into the corner here. Let's go Tila there. I think I don't know if he just got free or what. Oh, no. Little bump. Little bump. Little bump. Tila to the bottom and Wiley down. Ritter off to the bottom. Off to the races. And then go back. He's going to come back around. Kenny Reel, your race leader. This brings Zinga to the inside. It's going to be side, but caution comes out, though. I don't know why. AJ Cawthon involved. '68 was sideways. Around the corner. Yeah, right in front of the 25. Let's far chase this one. I think somebody got bumped. They did. There's Chris Campbell. 45. Right here, look at that. Like 4 wide coming at you. 82 of Larson to the inside. We'll have 45 here. Yeah, straight line drive. When you straight line drive into there without lifting, that's what happens. You come up the race line. 68 trying to save it here. There's John Ross trying to go to the outside. And then right now there's Pugh and the 25 of Cawthon. AJ to the 20. 20 gets the 68 straightened up, but the 68 gets sent up the race line right into the 25. And then boom into Caffrey. Boom into the 20. Delgado might be able to get by him. Did he net code through him? He did. I think Delgado, I want to say Delgado was able to get through that. It looked like he was. Not even sure. Kenny Reel under pace again. The 87 of Dwayne McMahon's going to be your lucky dog. Caffrey off. Be on pit road. I believe he's going to be leaving pit road. Or he's going to be out, one of the two. There's a 30 of Arabia Caton. Logan McNeil on pit road. David Lamaga on pit road. AJ Cawthon on pit road. Joshua Small leaving pit road. Kenny Reel trying to go back-to-back weeks. Dalton Powell there as well. Nate Cotila inside the top 5. Johnny Barker has been able to get himself back inside the top 5 as well. But Barker coming on 89. Fuel only. We'll see what's going to happen here. Kind of see what happens by happenstance, so to speak. He lines off on the pace car. Reel will be on the outside. Zinga on the inside. Cotila will be restarting 4th on the outside. So Kenny Reel electing the high lane on the restart. I wonder when NASCAR is going to be, or not NASCAR, when iRacing is going to introduce the choose rule into iRacing. If they're trying to develop that technology. Might be something for me to look into. Montana has been busy. Thank you to the fine folks out there on YouTube. Much love to you. Thank you to all the fine folks on Facebook. You're all amazing. Thank you to all of you watching out there on Twitch. 24, 62, 5, 51, 6. And Brandon Garand there in that 4 spot, or in that 5 spot. 6 on the outside. Here he goes, green flag. Three laps to go, 24, 62. And then Cotilla here in that 5 spot. Dalton Powell rocketing the middle. Johnny Barker trying to close down the distance. Going to be in that second lane. There's the 5 on the outside. 62 runs the high side. Frank trying to make a pass. Going to have the speed here to be able to play catch up with the 24. It'll be 2 to go. Kenny Reel in tow. 3 wide behind him. As Nate Cotilla is going to have to push. The top 3 for the 5 would be an amazing night. This will be side by side. 51-6. 51-6. Little bump in there. Nate Cotilla way up the race line. Johnny Barker on the bottom side trying to clear. Nate Cotilla in third. Kenny Reel out front. Over Zingen. White flag waves. Final lap. The battle for third is on. Nate Cotilla on the back straightaway. Big bump coming from Brandon Garand. 51 to the inside. Big dive down to the bottom. Kenny Reel will come home. Back-to-back victories here. As Frank Zingen will come home second. And how about your boy, Nate Cotilla comes home P3. And how about them apples? That's a celebration there. There's P3. Look at that. Kenny Reel with the victory. And we love it. We'll get to talk to them all. Kenny Reel celebrates style. We'll take a look at your race results as the end of the race ends in as much time. Back-to-back wins for Kenny Reel. He wins at Daytona and he sweeps Autoclub. As that is the race line. Frank finishes in second. Nate Cotilla in third. Garand Barker, your top 5. Dalton Powell. Jason Wiley, 6th and 7th. Nick Larson in 8th. Christian Delgado in 9th. Chad McNeil in 10th. Aaron Bradford's going to finish in 11th. Pugh in 12th. Jeff Barefoot in 13th. Koblenz, Ritter, Ross, Small, Raposo be your top 18 drivers. Here's a look at the rest of your race results. And thank you to Riptide Radio for being on the scene here for the 802 Cup Series on the 802 Racing Leagues. Love to see it. It's a good time. It's a good race. A lot of drivers involved and a lot of incidents, but that was the nature of today's race. This is a track that can be raced hard and absolutely just throws yourself for different kind of advantage. That's for darn sure. Let's talk to your race winner. Back-to-back weeks. Kenny Reel knocks it out of the park. Brother, tell me how you got this one done.
Clean air is how that happened. Just having that clean air, that's all it took. If you're out front, no one could really get around you, to be honest.
And this one showed just how clean air is important with Autoclub. I mean, the draft was big. You try to get momentum. If you gave up the outside lane and somebody could get there, you could pull the air off of them. Cautions kind of were aplenty today, but when the roll came, when the momentum came to make moves when you could, did you have to just slide or did you have to use the outside?
There was a few times I could make it something work on the inside, but really, if you could get to somebody's outside and kind of hold them down and get them tight, that's the preferred way to do it, other than sliding up the track. But there's a few times I did a slider to take the lead or take a position or something. But really, if you can get to the outside, it's so much easier to pass, so you can get the momentum off the corner.
Kenny, back-to-back weeks. We're gonna have Pocono next week, and where's the game plan there?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not too good at Pocono, so we'll find that out. But just really saving tires there. Probably be really the game plan. Tire wear.
Tire wear and an advantage. All right. Kenny, give you shout-outs, man. Yeah, back-to-back wins and back-to-back weeks.
I just want to give a shout-out to my teammates over at Piston Bro. Shout-out to Frank. He really helped me there. If he had fresh tires, he could have got around me yet. He didn't hit the wall. And shout out Riptide Radio, ETL Customs, BG Graphics. Shout out you for putting the broadcast on and all the admins that put this on.
Kind of fun. Kenny, congratulations once again, man. We'll see you next week.
All right, brother.
24 comes home. Pete, P1 once again. Let's talk to the number 62, Frank. I tell you what, I thought you had the car to beat today. You were on fire there for a little while. You got to the front, then some cycling happened, and the next thing you know, you're battling once again. You got your teammate in front of you. He said you could have got around him.
I think so. I mean, the dirty air on that last one, I was going to try and go to the outside, but just the dirty air shoved me right up into the wall. So there was no way I was going to get the momentum back after hitting the wall there.
When it came to the run here, this is quick moves, big momentum. We saw a lot of drivers try to drive as far down on the racetrack as you could possibly drive. Where did you find your speed and momentum?
Honestly, all week I was trying the high side until I got in here tonight, and then I found a lot of speed on the bottom there. You just got to make sure you can get the grip down there. If you can't get the tires to grip up, you're just going to be spinning or sliding up into the wall.
And you have to kind of angle yourself in the corner. When I talk about Autoclub, I talk about how when you get into turn one, no matter what lane you're in, it's a downhill approach. If you stay on the bottom and you drive straight into the corner, you're going to lift up. But we did watch a few drivers be able to get down there and downshift their way into the corner.
Yeah, absolutely. I was shifting earlier in the week too, but I went away from that. I figured that would have gave us a lot more tire wear.
Oh yeah, that right rear wants to go away. Frank, dude, congratulations, man. I'm glad to be able to get up here and talk to you. P2 finish. It's not too bad early in the season. That's 1-2 for your team. What's your plans for Pocono?
Probably gonna be figuring out the turn 3. Definitely not turn 4, but turn 3. That's where you get all your speed going down that straightaway. So that's the spot that we'll be working this week.
It's the momentum maker or the momentum killer, one or the two. It kind of depends on where it's at, but it's going to be a ton of fun. It was a great race. We've been on for this one. This one was a little bit of a longer race for as far as being out there and being under pace because long pace laps and stuff like that. But you did put on a show and love the car, by the way. Love the car.
Thank you.
All right, brother. Give shout outs. Got a P2 finish today.
I'd like to thank our sponsors, Riptide Radio, DTL Customs, BG Graphics, Out of the Woods Crafts, Leaf Guard, E-Signature Sports, or Signature Esports, and CHD Awareness that's on the car.
Love it, man. We will see you next week, brother.
All right, absolutely.
That's the number 62, knocking it out of the park. Nate is going to be up next, and Nate and I we're gonna have a conversation. I'm putting you up on the screen, okay, buddy?
Okay.
Wrong one. Wrong screen. Wrong screen. All right, Nate. You, my friend, drove your Tookus off.
Yeah.
So you had the outside lane working really well, right? And you can type this to me if you need to. Okay, we're gonna take all the time that we need because they can. You beat everybody on a joystick. He says, and I'm going to quote this. He says, "Hell yeah, it's not hard when you've been driving a wheelchair for 24 years." I love it. You know what? You got the best sense of humor out there. So we told everybody earlier you have cerebral palsy, and you've been living with it all your life, and you're a hell of a race car driver. He wants to thank Riptide Radio, God's Living Stones, and everyone. That's your shout outs. I love it, man. Are you going to win a Pocono?
No.
Top three again? Maybe. Top 10. Okay. That's good. I like top 10. And you're going to be on my driver cams forever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. Nate, you have a new biggest fan in me, okay? You're welcome. And I want you to have a good night, okay? Go win some more. Go win some races for me, okay? I got you. All right, brother. Be good. Love it. That's Nate Cotila. He is an amazing guy, and he just beat 30 plus other drivers on a joystick, and it's awesome. That's right. I love it. Be good, buddy. That's him. That's Nate Cotila. We're going to let him have at it. And he knocked it out of the park. Just what an awesome race. What an awesome time. And these guys killed it. They really did. And we'll let Nate have at it. Man, oh man. Kenny Reel back-to-back weeks. And you know what? This is worth it all the way to the end. When I saw Nate set up earlier, and because he was talking about getting on driver cams before, and we've had conversations about via chat, about what's going on in his life, and you know what? He smiled. He's 24. He's enjoying himself, and that's what matters. You know what I mean? And iRacing is meant for everyone. And that's a true testament to it right there, that that gaming is inclusive to everybody. It makes it worth. Meh. All right, folks. Makes it worth everything. Yeah. Nate's awesome. Kenny Real won, but Nate had the victory today. And is just kicking butt. And I can't wait to see what the points are going to be. Pocono's going to be next week. We have some dirt racing tomorrow. What a great time. It was a great time. It really was. I know there's a lot of cautions, folks, but the racing was hard. It was intense. I want to make sure that I restart my PC before we if I have to do any encoding or graphic work or anything like that. Yeah. Makes you appreciate everything. When you can get out there and you can have a good time and you can see how much people enjoy the simulator. Tempers flare, the racing gets intense, but you know what? This was awesome. It was amazing. So, somebody's got to get at Kenny. Kenny's got back-to-back wins. We've only had one out of three-peat on my platform. And Bomb Dude, thank you for the like, man. Thank you for the like. Missed one of the most wholesome moments in my streaming career, brother. And really did. Like, folks, I don't get to share a lot of personal stuff with you guys, and I normally don't. Things are not okay in my life, but that makes when you go back, go look. The guy who finished third today, awesome kid. He's been in our racing for a while. His driver cam was amazing, and he finished third. And it makes me happy. Kenny Real got back-to-back victories. Frank finished in second. It's awesome. And drivers finished green here, and they had a beating and banging race, but Nate wins my heart. You are absolutely welcome. Are you kidding me? Like, makes me there's a will, there's a way. That's what it is. Like, everybody should take a piece from that. I'm not even kidding. It really is. It's been a beautiful race. And I'm going to go and collect myself. Be good, folks. Be safe. Be kind to one another, because that's the purpose in life and why we do this. My throat's hoarse. And I'm going to go get some dinner. We'll love y'all. We'll see you tomorrow for some racing. Go buy one of those t-shirts. We got bills to pay, folks. We're looking for one more sponsor. We're looking for sponsors for leagues. Also, these leagues need sponsors so they can help pay me. And we're looking for a couple of more leagues as well. So if you need anything, reach out to me. T-shirts, graphic design, also iRacing broadcast, gaming content. You want me to do a voiceover for you, I can do that as well. But this one was good. I love y'all. Be safe.